that's not tapped very well. Because everything else is like, there's a lot of competition, I would say. A lot.
But is it?
I'm also live now on Twitch.
Is it?
Yes.
So I need YouTube Studio and Twitch, and then the National Lottery app.
The boost. I want the whole first.
Right, so start with Twitch.
An
Entfallen.
Attica. Why is it called the Attica? Do you know?
There.
Is that why it's called that?
Yes.
It's called the
Yes. It's called like that because there is a person yawning.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky.
Also, Days, speak!
Days never speaks.
Speak.
Are we running a good strom? It looks like we're running a good strom.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No. Close. Close! You two can be... You three can be together, rather. Oh, set this up there. Then, you two there. You and there as well.
Killing poor innocent I think I'll try racing just because I'm in the mood to try it. I just don't think I'll do anything productive. Nothing productive's gonna happen because of it, though. It's a very big saddle.
Alright, Twitch is done. And next is YouTube Studio.
Oh yeah, there's another really mysterious thing about Robocraft Kenobi. Yeah, bo. Is in the modern version, is my awareness level of like the Mappo and whatnot is like very, very good.
Are you sure about
Yes, I'm very sure about it. I'm like so aware in the map that I'm usually predicting what points are gonna get attacked next and whatnot by the enemy team. That's how like familiar I am with like the game mode for whatever reason. I'm just very good at like predicting stuff like where enemy positions will be and whatnot, and I don't get surprised very often. So for whatever reason, it makes a lot of sense to me, and I don't know. But for old Robocraft, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with map awareness. I get surprised and flanked like every 5 seconds, basically. And hopeless. So isn't that really mysterious, boy?
Yes, very mysterious.
Actually, it's very similar to Halo. It's like, isn't it mysterious how the games I like more are the ones that I feel like I'm not as good at? It's like the ones where I feel like I'm shit, but it's more fun. Because the only real thing I like the modern version of the game more for is the gameplay itself is, I would say, an improvement, generally. Which is weird, though, because they made the weapons worse in the modern one, but...
Alright, there's one. ready as well. Oh, calculator. Yes, I definitely need that one.
Yeah. We should use Plasma. Plasma never gets love anymore. Why is LinkedIn in German? Days, you need to explain, because Kenobi can't explain. Well, it's because drone's German.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, not a single dev on our team is German.
Then why is everyone who wants to play it German?
Aside of Damien, by the way. Aside of Damien.
Okay.
But Damien is not the real dev.
He's a fake dev.
Well, he's a real dev just for other projects, but he's a volunteer on the drone project. That's the difference.
What did he do?
He did a lot of naughty stuff, boy.
That's not good.
The next thing.
For me, not
Launch Belang app, yes. Because right-wing politics need to be on the front screen.
Of course, they're that important.
Of course. It's on my front screen, boy. That's
No,
how important
needs
it is,
to.
boy.
Otherwise, the phone's a pile of garbage.
Yeah. We need to make sure if we get hacked that they get away.
You know what's on my front screen on my phone? A picture of Mr. Spoon when he was a kitten. Yeah, a picture of Mr. Spoon when he was a young pussy.
Young pussy.
Yes, when he was like a few, like maybe 1 to 2 months old, I think. So he was no longer a young kitten, but he wasn't done growing.
A young.
Yeah.
He's no longer a young fella.
When he wasn't, when he was still growing, essentially. And it was when he was, when he was really excited from seeing like a bird outside or something, so he was hyperactive. I took a picture. Mr. Spoon. He is my favorite cat, though.
Alright. The lottery app is also installed. Because it's the fucking lottery.
Mm-hmm. I didn't win anything last week in the lottery, despite having 200 tickets. Won nothing. I think there's a reason why the tickets are free.
Probably.
It's because they're scheiße.
Ah, come on.
But I mean, it's like, who cares if they're bad? They're free, boy. Like, it's the whole point.
Ah!
Are you getting attacked?
Not what I asked for.
What, did you get left-wing news as your homepage now?
No.
Which, that's really bad. You don't want that.
I know. Very bad.
What about center news? Centrist news? How is that?
That's extremely bad.
Extremely bad. Wow.
Because the center are like the type of people who don't know what they want to be.
But what if they want to be in the center?
Well, that's undecisive behavior, isn't it?
Well, it's very decisive. They say, I want all these tismry. Because everyone knows that that no two centrists agree on anything. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So, the centrists are actually very particular about what they want, and that's why no one agrees with them. They're the most specific as to what they want.
The username or password was incorrect. Oh.
Wow.
Alright, let's try this time.
Also, Cammy's been dead. Days, could you
I
ping
know.
Cammy to arrive here?
Kami just said something and mutual text, by the way.
I know, that's why I told Days to ping him to join the verse. Because he's been dead for a long time.
So what is my password on Twitch again?
Yeah.
I
You don't
always
want to
forget.
you're a streamer, boy. You don't want to be forgetting that. You have 1,000 views on TubeU from one Woodio.
You.
Yeah. You can't be forgetting your password. It's irresponsible.
Do you know how many passwords I have in total? Like,
Well, you know how many passwords I have in total? Probably like at least 40 at this point.
40? Well,
Yeah.
I'm getting close to that number as well.
Yeah. I have them saved in a Word document. That's password protected. So the only way I can get hacked is if someone broke into my house and broke into my PC. Which, at that point, I'd have bigger problems than them stealing my passwords. Because I'd probably already be dead because they would have killed me to get to the computer. Probably. It's like, would I rather die for the sake of my PC? And the answer is absolutely I would. PC is more valuable than my own life. Why wouldn't it be?
Alright, time to reset the thing. Fine. Peace.
I'm having
Alright.
fun.
Let's see.
Where are you going? Up? Probably. I like to go up. It's the preferred method. Oh, I don't even know what spooky changes were added in the 100 newts. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, Days, tell Cammy that, join the voice anyway. Your work will be happy, because you'll get more social cred, or whatever. Just make up some BS excuse. I don't, you can say whatever you want. To Cammy Tism.
Oh, wait.
Still finding your frickin' phone. Why is your phone putting up such a fight?
No idea.
Is it because it's right wing?
Probably.
That's probably why. See, if you got a left leaning phone, it wouldn't put up too much of a fight and you'd get it set it up really fast. So that's why it's better. It's more convenient, isn't it?
Oh, okay, I see. They'll have to change that.
Oh, Cammy died horribly. It's because he's working, apparently. Which for some reason I doubt that he's working. He might be at his job, but I don't think he's working too much. You know? What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I also work today.
Not complex enough? What do you fucking mean it's not complex enough?
What's not complex enough?
Oh. Yeah. No, never mind. I know my password now.
Oh, I get it now. I think this is all your fault.
Victory!
Let's go. Oh, black.
Please just solve this puzzle so we know you are a real person. Fucking cunt. Pick any square. What?
Oh, you know those things where they're solved for a real person. You know they're all fake, right? They don't.
We're all fake now, boy.
Yeah, they're all fake. They don't actually test to see if you're a real person. That's not what they do. What they actually do is they train AI to do what a real person would do.
Do I need to be scared now?
No. You just need to know that it's just an example of how everything you know is fake. Oh, is this the better smoke? Or like slightly improved smoke?
What's that? Cookies.
This might be better smoke.
Fucking cunts. Alright, I'm on. Hi.
Oh, we got AA multipliers.
Account settings because
Well,
we're a
not
fucking dark
multipliers,
mode, mate.
passes.
Enable dark mode. Well, I'm blind already. Jeez. So yes. That solved as well, boy.
Okay,
Alright, let me delete all these messages because they're all coded.
Oh, I think there was a small change.
YouTube, we still need to roll.
Oh
on
yeah, there's a
there.
very subtle change
Oh,
in
we're
the
already
cockpit.
locked on there. That's a lot. Good then.
8 passes. Burn the frames. Burn the frames.
Why is there no dark mode here on as well? God damn it! Ah! Dark tea. Thank you. Fucking stop blinding me.
Yeah, that makes the cockpit edges a lot better. I mean, just do it times 2. That's what I always said, so. Yeah, so the HUD's always going to be HUDdy. And it'll be very readable despite the fact it's not A-list very well. I don't know why it's not doing that. Does it know? It's probably because it's a black background. It doesn't know what to do with that. And then I want to turn on maximum smoke. Big smoke. Because the smoke, I mean the coloring's different. I think the particles are different too. It's not as obvious that it's separate particles. Maybe. I'll have to look at those patch notes. I'll actually have to read. I don't want to read. Reading's very unhealthy for your eyes because it makes them very tired.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you never want to read anything, if you can avoid it. Oh. Did you know...
we fighting on daylight now, or?
Maybe. There is a tism out there in the wild, Kenobi, where they can hear the sound of their eyeballs moving in their own head. And they're tortured by the sound of it because they can never experience silence because they can constantly hear their own eyes. Isn't that cursed? I feel like I could hear my eyeballs move, but I feel like it was just my imagination. And they weren't actually making the noise I thought they were making when I was trying to pay attention to it. Also, what's very spooky that I've noticed as well is I'm a lot crap at the Gamus in general. It's like, I'm bad at everything nowadays.
Yes, you are extremely bad at it.
Yeah, very bad. But it makes sense because, well, I haven't cared for a while, so. That much. It's like, I think about a year ago I was giving a little bit of a shit. And now I think, like, in recent times, it's like, this is, like, the lowest I've cared for a long time. I think, and that's what's going on. Actually, the most recent I was caring a little bit about RTSs for a little bit, and then that passed. So now I think I'm on the downswing for caring. Because I was putting a lot of effort into RTS games for a while. About a month, I was trying a bunch of them and playing against the AI all the time. And getting a little bit better at them. And then I just stopped caring again. And stopped playing like them even like in a casual way. It's like, yep. Basically around the same time Battlefield came out. Was when I stopped playing a lot. Because I was just waiting for a game to like chill out more with.
Microsoft Authenticator.
Authenticator? Stop calling me you tism.
No. How do you add the account to Authenticator?
Oh, you're using the authenticator thing?
Yeah, the app.
Oh, yeah, I have that
protecting
too,
my
I think. Oh, that was
protect-
what I got locked out of and almost lost my Discord account too. Because it didn't save and I was very irritated. Because for whatever reason it didn't save the Discord login, but it did save the Twitch one that I was using. So I got very angry at that, but I did manage to get the...
But if I open the app, I only have my Microsoft accounts added on it, but I want to add the Ast on it as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do here.
I think there's like...
It says add, then you need to scan a QR code, but it's like, how? There is no QR code.
There's
What do you mean?
There's supposed to be a way to manually add it. Through like a number code. Instead of a QR code. These QR codes are very cursed. I don't understand how they work. I think it's BS.
Well. So, settings.
QR codes are fake technology.
Add accounts. Personal accounts. It's either saying sign in with Microsoft or scan a QR code.
Well, I guess you have to sign in with Microsoft. You have no choice. You have no choice. Just like always. No freedom. It's what you deserve. A lack of choice and option.
Hell doesn't work.
Yeah, get your days. You're doing a good job of pestering Cammy. Keep it up. It's good. Although I think the main thing I'm disappointed in is I feel that Halo Infinite's gonna massively overtake in popularity compared to Battlefield just because Battlefield's taking like months off from updating of content. Which is a shame though, because it's like we're gonna poison the next like 5 years of shooter games again. And it's like everything's just gonna be mediocre probably because they're gonna be trying to emulate. Well, on the AAA space, they're gonna be trying to emulate Halo, I guess, even though it's not actually that successful compared to other free-to-play games. And they're free-to-play games. A lot of them, I'd say they are AAA. Yeah, Apex is AAA, but it's like barely AAA. The only reason it's really AAA is because it's under EA. That's like the only reason, because the actual dev studio that made it was a small part of a smaller studio than what is considered normal for like AAA dev team sizes. But it's technically AAA. I just consider it small on AAA. And then Fortnite's absolutely AAA. It's probably like the biggest game in existence in terms of just like width. And by width, I mean the amount of artists working on it 24 hours 7 making new skins. I don't think any game has more art coming out than Fortnite does. What do you think, Kenneth?
No idea.
No idea. Well, you've seen like how many skiddos there are in Fortnite. They probably do have the most artists working for them of any game company.
I have no idea how long it has been for me that I even watched some of Fortnite content. It's probably already like a year or something.
Yeah. Well, you have a good idea of like how many people are probably working on the skins. It's like...
Yeah.
It's also similar to the thing you said about less creativity, because most of the skins are just stolen from other media, basically. Like playing as Iron Man or the Hulk or as Master Chef. It's like that's just something that was already created. It's not even original. Which is probably the main problem with Fortnite right now is most of their cosmetics are stuff from stuff outside Fortnite. So that kind of means that they're having a creativity issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of feel like it's somewhat of a bubble as well for like people's interest in it just because of the cool skins. It's like eventually people are going to be contented with what they have and they're not going to care about new stuff because they're like, I already like what I got. Because essentially you're constantly trying to impress like people with the new stuff. It's like you're not going to keep that up forever. Eventually, you're just gonna do such a good job with a old skin that nothing you can make after that will capture people, especially if there's creativity issues in the area. No, we don't want to go to we want to go to blech or ach. Ach is even better than blech. Do we have the rapport? Oh, I forgot how to smell. Maybe it wasn't a click. Go there instead. It's a better place for being healthy and whatnot. Right? Yes. Oh no. I think there's no ropes. Kenobi, they got rid of the rope.
Lol.
How am I supposed to rope without a rope?
Bro.
What do they expect for me to do? There is rope. It's invisible rope, Kenobi. The rope's inwoozable. Why do they make rope inwoozable? How does that help anybody? Maybe it's optimization, because it doesn't need to render the rope if the rope can't be seen. Isn't that right? Some more foopus. Do you like the more foopus from the rope? Isn't it handy? It's very helpful. Are big silly. Like frickin' foopus are terrible now. All of them.
Well, I really need to watch a YouTube on that.
Yes, you do. It's that complicated.
It is actually that complicated for some reason. I'm
What?
not kidding.
Oh yeah, the last thing I watched on a YouTube video was how to insert the SIM card because it was confusing the hell out of me. So I
Yeah.
figured I'll just watch a video, and then within 30 seconds of watching it, I was able to do it, and it made way more sense than the instructions. And me just fucking around as well. Because you'd expect something like changing a SIM card to be very easy because normal people have to do it, like, expected to do it. So it's like, you think they'd make it very, not confusing, but, it needs a video to make it not confusing. It's not just inherently not confusing. Because I think the main thing is, like, there's currently using, like, 3 different sizes for the SD card. I'm like, okay, yeah. We should probably standardize that to just one fucking size, you assholes. It's like, why would we even need the bigger size? Just use the smallest one for everything. Fucking tisms. Very obnoxious.
Really? Not even on YouTube they explain for multiple accounts?
You do. Alright. I'm gonna practice the roast. No, not too good at no roast. How about we don't use any boosting at all? Maybe that's better. Who knows, man? It's worth a try, I would say. That's for sure. Oh, I think it might be a bad idea. I get the feeling the idea is bad. But it's fun though, so let's keep doing it anyway. I think that's definitely harder. Oh, and everything feels like it's moving faster than normal, which means I'm not in a good mental state to do the racos. Anyway. Alright. So let's try it with the boost instead. Because I think that will help. I think that the boost is a good. You want boost. Boost helps you make turns that you normally could not make. I still want uncapped spood. Yeah, the boost does make it a lot easier. It does make it way easier. So yeah, boost good. You want boost. Boost is everything you need to have a fulfilling life. Isn't that right, Kenobi? Oh, I did a bumpo. Big boost. Oh, I messed it up a little bit at the end, though. Oh, there we go. Oh, you see the colors on the map-o? Or is your phone still putting up a fight? I think he died to phone. Oh, yes, yes, he definitely died to phone. The phone killed him. No, now I have 2 people calling me Tisms. And you killed me because I looked over and it said Tism. Don't do that, that's bad. I mean, that is, like, the whole point, Tism, is it's essentially a test, because if you have, like, any reaction to it, that's, like, unusual. It's just proof that, like, of how out of touch you really are, where there's just a word that doesn't have any meaning, yet you're ascribing meanings to it that you find very negative. It's like, it just kind of proves how out of touch you actually are, if you're one of those Tisms. Where you see a word that you don't know the definition of, and you're immediately ascribing, like, very negative connotations to it. Like, it's definitely just shows that you're very out of touch. As I saw a few Tisms that were out of touch, where you say Tism and they, like, panic, and they're like, oh, that's such the terriblest thing. It means that the world's ending and whatnot. And you don't want that. Oh, I almost did the thing I wanted to do. I was very big close. Not quite there, but a pretty good close. Problem is, I'm not very good at the race. Just find it fun to race for like 20 minutes, then it gets frustrating and whatnot. I wish I had like a team, you know, for racing. Every racer has like a professional team that helps them. I don't have that. I just have a bunch of people who yell at me. It's not a very good team. I kind of did the thing I wanted to do. I think thing. I just want to do this part quicker, like. Maybe that was quicker, like. I don't know if that was quicker, like. But that was like, that's like the main part where it's like, and I want to do that smoothly.
Why is this such a pain in the ass to do, really?
It's because you only do it once, so that's why it's so annoying. Because they're like, oh, they'll just do it one time and get over it, so it doesn't need to be, like, good. I feel like I missed the truck. No, I did not. Okay. See, that's the part that always confuses me, because you usually, like, end up ramming yourself on that part, trying to like do it more aggressively, and I never quite understand why, because you're like boosting as hard as you can. Because I would love to keep speed through that part. I feel like there's good potential there, you know. Oh, stop spinning me around. Bad race. Don't you ever think about spinning me in directions I don't want you to spin me in. It's pretty bad for you to do. You're not even gonna repair. Oh my goodness. Completing a lap doesn't even repair you. This is very shoddy quality of life from this racing mode, I would say. I can't believe someone who calls themselves a professional came up with this. It's just depressing. This is what qualifies for good work nowadays. It just shows you how far we've fallen as a species in general. We used to make like stuff that would last for 5,000 years. Now we can't make stuff that lasts for 5 years. That's like hard, man. And anytime anyone ever brings up having something that lasts like not that long compared to other stuff, there's always like a tirade of excuses as to why it just do be the way it is and whatnot. It's all a bunch of tismry, you know. I might say hi to the boy. Oh, I can say hi now because I messed it up.
It's fucking working. Alright, no, same for this.
At least your phone works. My phone I'll have to call in about. Wow, Cammy thinks the problem with Halo is that the cosmetics are too expensive. Sure. Ah! Sure. That. One more lepo. One. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting small irritated. Yeah, I'll commit to one lap. No matter what happens, even like if it's very bad like turns like that was, we're committed to just only one lap.
Got it. Hooray! It worked. All 3 accounts are on.
Okay, well, I said I was committed. Alright, so what we need to do...
Alright, so that means one thing, testing all 3 of them, if they do send a request.
So... I was as well.
There. Alright, now the real task.
Alright. Okay. Let's commit the we never use plasma. Plasma might be fun. Oh, what are these bots doing? It's like I don't even know what I'm...
Okay, that works. Next one.
Where in the world? Aha! There we go. I turn off the bot. The bot is off.
That works as well.
It's also on attrition, which should be a bounty hunt.
That's really good.
It's all fixed as well. I fixed
So
everything.
Do you know how I did it?
No.
I basically sent it to go to my on my phone number, and that allowed me to do it.
Congratulations.
I know.
Oh, rip. I wasn't even trying to hit the tism. I hit it by accident when I wasn't supposed. I mean, that means I'm a bad human being. Objectively. By all measures of man, I'm bad.
Right. That's good. Everything works now. Hooray.
Why does everything work now?
Totally that not took took me like the whole afternoon to do so, but we figured it out. So does it mean everything is working now, or?
It does feel like it got worse somehow. Like I've hit like 5 shots, and then I do like I look
so
over.
that means the old phone
damage,
needs to be
and it's
completely
just not
reset.
that much.
We will be completely resetting the phone.
The phone?
The old one. System. I want to wipe the whole system, so there is nothing
It's
present
very
on it
mysterious, I would say.
anymore. Reset
Nah.
phone.
Why would you do that? That's bad.
Because it's for the garbage collection, and I want to reset everything before I...
The
throw it
garbage
away.
collection.
Yes.
What kind of garbage do you already have on a brand new phone? Why is it
Not
already
on the
have
new one, on the old one, you fuck.
Oh, well, why do you care about the old phone?
That's why I'm deleting everything on it, because it's going on the garbage collection.
Oh my goodness.
Otherwise they can track your information afterwards.
That's just a rumor. Doesn't really happen.
Sure it is.
Yeah, that's how it works. You're just being paranoid and you think the leftists are after your phone data.
If they fix the back, they can still use the phone. However, I don't want any of my data into some magnets. Well, yeah, no, let's not.
Magnets don't work on modern phones, you tism. They don't actually do anything. Joke's on you. If you thought they did something, you were misled.
Factory reset low level, reset successful. The device will restart.
I'm afraid you are the one who misinformed by the UN. The UN has caused you to make horrifying mistakes with the level of information that you were presented, which was inadequate to say the least. Isn't that just sad, man?
It's doing it.
Okay. It's happy. Why is your phone happy with its existence? My phone is perpetually angry at itself. All it makes is tism noises.
Perpetual torment.
Like, blah! It makes that noise a lot.
Sure it does.
That's not even my fault. It is big fun though. Nah. Every day you get more casual. Don't crash into Big Rock. Big Rock is not very friendly to you. Oh, he probably passed out. Oh, hi, Lamar. So yeah, have the fun without the pippos. And nah. Yeah, I don't like ATC. It feels like cheating. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh yeah, VR, I also want a VR, but VR's coming after the graphics cards. Wish I have enough money saved away to do both of those things. I just have to wait for the right time at this point. Blah. So, but the frickin' Plosmo, I just feel like Plosmo somehow, like, doesn't do the damage it used to do. Oh no, guns. So many guns, because Plosmo. Yeah, Oculus.
I think my old phone gave up. Oh, wait, no, it
150
didn't.
bucks. And then it's 600. That's very spooky. Good thing I can read and dodge at the same time. I can't read and fight at the same time, but I can read and evade at the same time. Ain't that very tismy? So I can play Twitch in this game at the same time. It's just my gameplay will suffer if I have like a decent message I want to read that has like some substance. And also VR is like one of those technologies that's like getting better. It's getting more refined out. Yeah, you gotta read that cat, so. I just gotta learn how to be cross-eyed, because then I can keep one eye on the game and one eye on the cat. That's what you want. And then, if I have a third eye, I can have the third eye on my cat, Mr. Spoon, and watch what he's doing, so he stops surprising me so much all the time. Because Spoonie is a very surprising cat, you know. He's always catches you off guard, unexpectedly, you know. Big Spoon. He's the best pussy I've ever owned. It's even better than the older pussies that I had when I was young. I'm very bad at just like the whole like moving up. It's like it's just not something I do. But if I like try harder to move up all the time, I'll probably like suddenly fly better. Like right now, I'm trying to move up more. I'm just so bad. It's like, yeah, I just won't be evading nothing, man. I've been blacking out when I don't expect it, then I somehow end up behind the tism I was fighting, and I'm even more confused than I was in the first. Yeah, this game confuses me. Yeah, third eye would be like the best thing ever. So maybe when the genetic modification comes out, you can have like more eyes for more observation reasons. Yeah, more music. Yeah, I'd leave it. Get rid of this ambient track. Alright, there we go. Sometimes I go back in and out from like being consciously aware of the music to not hearing the music, and then usually when I start hearing it, I realize it's an ambient track, and it's like, I don't want no ambience right now. I'm still fighting somebody. Why would I want ambience? I want the actual medals. Not particularly picky on which medal it is. Like, I could just fire up Intrusion 2's OST if I really had the motivation to do that. Which would be nice. Because there is the system in place to make sure that the music plays at the right time, but it's not very strict. It's, I think, like, the only part of it is strict is starting the music when a game starts. I think that part, I think, is pretty strict. But the rest of it, I think, is very unstrict. I think that's how it do work. Man, I miss the symmetrical flying model. It makes it so much more easy to fly, you know, when I can just fly any direction Tism desires instead of having up be the way that your ship wants to go. Oh, the rock got the kill. No, the rock. It stole the kill. Oh, yeah. Well, it's evil astronauts. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good. Because most of the people who are good right now is, like, they're just really accurate, and that's, like... But their movements vary, you know, just, like... It's nothing particularly spooky, it's just, like, they're just really accurate. Which is, like, seems to be what's been going on for a little bit. In terms of me noticing, stuff. It's just really nice to fight somebody that isn't just, like, pinpoint accurate all the time, because that's, like, oh, I can actually, like, maybe, like, enjoy myself for once. Well, not be so frantic, I would say, because it's, like... That's why it's more fun to fight people who don't use Pip, because they're not going to be pinpoint accurate. They don't have the target solution just like being available, you know. You gotta like figure out the target solution. It's a puzzle. It combines real-time action with puzzle solving. The puzzle being where do you aim the gun, and then the other part of the puzzle is where do I fly the ship? Because the ship can fly many places, but there's only one place that it should be flying to at any given moment in time, even though you have the option to fly it anywhere you want. You know, that's how it works. I did figure out, I think it was like the last time I played, me and Renzo did figure out that like if you have the G-forces turned off and you use a light with boost, and you permanently boost, it's like disgusting the amount of flying you can do. Like, wow, you could like, especially against the AI, like it's so like hilarious how you can outplay the AI. We thought it was really funny, but it's like, yeah. That's why I thought, like, the idea of, like, having more casuals. I think it was a little bit more of a benefit back in the day. Not when you had the buffs, but just in general. It felt like there was more of a benefit to use it. Because I think the Pip was worse back in the day. The Pip was worse? I think the Pip got made a lot better, and people are used to that now. I think that's what's going on. More races. Well, this person wanted to duel, so that's why I switched out of racing to dueling. Because I didn't even finish a lap, I don't think. I think I'd die in every single lap, but... Or just had a horrible lap. No, I finished one lap. It was pretty slow, though. It was only like 2:17. Because there was like 5 obscurities in that lap in terms of me ruining the lap.
Are we expecting snow today?
Snow? No, Black Snow won't join today. I know that.
Not
He said so.
snow, not that snow.
That's the important snow.
The white snow.
White snow. Every asteroid trying to race. Yeah, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, for my standards of racing, which is to do better than the best lap that I have, it's bad. So, doesn't make me feel like it's good. It's like, well, it's good relative to other people. It's like, who cares about other people? All I care about is myself. So if it doesn't matter if I'm good or bad, if I'm not improving upon me, then what am I even doing? I'm just fooling around. That's all you could say about that situation. So, the only case. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something happened with accelerating that made it easier to get a lap time. I mean, I also figured out 1 or 2 parts of the race that I was doing terribly. Oh, and the tunnels. The tunnels got nerfed. So the tunnels aren't as deadly. So it's way easier to go through them fast, not die horribly. Which means you have a lot less prematurely ended laps than you used to, which is driving me insane. Alright, hang on. There we go. So, yeah, we're hot. It is what's annoying when it happens. Well, I ended up behind them by accident and they stayed there. It's awfully spooky when it happens, because it don't happen often. It's so spooky. Look at this asteroid. Yeah. And the other thing bothering me is, like, it feels like you can just shoot guns longer if you do, like, the bare minimum of pacing. It's like, I don't know what's going on there, but, like, I don't know. I felt like your killing potential back in the day was much more limited, and it feels like you just put out a lot more damage in general. It doesn't matter what you use, whether it's kinetic, plasma, energy, difficult titanium, a rock. It feels like you have more damage output than you used to, so it feels like people were just constantly throwing projectiles at you. And you can't, like, you can't get someone to overcommit the weapons, like, at all. It's very obnoxious. Because that was what I had the big funds. I wish I would. There's an asteroid there. That's why it's so dark. I'm like, why is it so dark over there? It's because of the asteroid be in that location, yo. That one came out of nowhere on my screen. It was an unfair asteroid. And that one was even more out of nowhere. That's something. Alright, we'll just, yeah. The asteroids hit the rock in there. Type that. I want to use a different weapon, like a rock, 'cause rocks are fun. It was no. The rocks are sentient. They get kills. That's how it actually works. Loading subroutine. You don't need to run a subroutine. You just need to dodge, man. Oh, I realized something. That's an oversight. You can't see people's heat level. That's an oversight for being able to figure out how much energy people have. I should remember to tell Fernando that. I just realized that because I look at the HUD way less than I used to, you know. For reasons. Very spooky reasons. Of which you could not understand why they are the way they are. Oh, they're really spooky reasons. Wow, that was a good pass. What? 4 or 5 reasons. What? Someone should like write down. It's like, oh, we avoided the shots at the cost of blacking out and not being able to do anything after the fact. Oh, spooky. Why does everything have to be so terrifying, man? Why can't these guns just be more gunny? Why can't they laugh? That's gunny go ha ha, you know. For a reason. It's because the guns laugh. That's why. It's based off feel. Allah. There's no ammo. Ran out of ammo. Spooky ammo. So you gotta land on the
Alright, we are settled. Fucking finally.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah. So are you done with your phone forever?
Yes.
You're gonna throw the old one in the garbage now. Because it's trash. And you should feel like it's trash. Yeah. Yeah, I know, because the constant alarms going off. That's how I know the hull's low. Yeah. Yeah. The alarmo. It rings in my ear. It's not that annoying. It's like lukewarm levels of annoying. But I'm gonna repair the hull. Mwahaha. Spooky repairs. Alright. And, yeah. So, on the outside. It's on the outside, but. Yeah. Yeah, on the, yeah. There we go. Okay, yep. You saw him repair. And then after you repair, you get the ammo. I think the problem a lot of people have is they get so distracted by the alarm when they're on low health that they die because it was annoying. Oh yeah, Vulcans have ammo. So he needed ammo. I don't have ammo though because I'm using Plasmo. Plasmo don't need no ammo. Why would it need ammo? Yeah. So Vulcan, Gatling, rocks, short-range swarm missiles, and then the long-range, they all have ammo pools. But the Vulcan and the Gat, when you shoot them, they cause you to get heat. And when you get heat, when you reach half heat, you can't shoot anymore. But you gain the cooling back really, really fast. So that's why I get the feeling that like you can shoot like a lot of bullets all the time. I get blacked out when I like want to not do that. Because then I ruin any positioning advantages that I create for me. Constantly. The wheel constantly churns for those that wish it to move. Or something. Yeah. Oh no. Alright. Afoot. Alright. Alright. Was he done playing? Maybe. Yeah. Alright. So I'll do a handful more racing and then that'll be it. So burst, hisk. The first slot doesn't actually matter. And then we're not gonna finish no laps probably. Ah, we clipped it too aggressively. Ah, no. I'm one of those people that don't use the looking around, so there's big issues with things like perception of reality and whatnot. Don't read chat on this one. Why would I not want to read it? I always want to read it. Ah, darn it. I'm more likely to screw up because of me paying attention than not paying attention anyway. Yeah. I saw the other message, I just didn't interpret it. I like reading the cat. The cat's important. Yeah, and track IR would help with being able to perceive reality. Which is the main issue I always have. So you can actually bump this tunnel now, which is the best thing. It's like you don't have to execute it perfectly. And that was a decent hairpin, sure, not really that good. I've done better. And I overcooked the heat allotment. Oh, I didn't do this half bad though. That was somewhat decent for that crappy turn that I hate. Stop redding out. It's harder to see when it reds out compared to blacking out. Stop pulling negative G's, you freaking asshole of a pilot. Because it's your fault for being affected by G's. I just made a mistake there. Although I used to have a little bit of skill for being able to fly without looking forward. I used to do that a little bit, but I think it was after the G-forces got changed to be asymmetrical that I lost any experience I ever had with that. Stop whining about how hot you are for 5 seconds. I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. Little bump. Little bumps are good. Sometimes they actually make you go faster, which might be the meta. Ah, we hit the inside of the ring. Oh no. Let's restart it. Alright. Oh, I thought I would adjust fast enough to not hit it. I could have just strafed like at the tiniest amount. I was just hoping I could power burn away enough, but I did not. Oh, we overcooked it early, so we get to lose a whole bunch of speed. Because of that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Usually if you lose speed early, you just get it back because you do the rest of it slowly, so it's like easier to execute, so you'll just end up gaining the speed you lost earlier back, but the preference is to have speed all the time. Boop. I like bumping this tunnel, it's fun. We're upside down from how I normally want to be, which does interfere with my execution a little bit. Ah, I hit that. I'm trying to do that part faster, so. Oh, why am I in this menu? I don't want to be in that one. Yeah, I think I said that like a long time ago. It's just something about having Pavlok just work on the checkpoints, because that would be like similar. The only issue is for some parts of the race, instantly looking at the next ring will make it harder than easier. Ah, I didn't do it tight enough because of the extra speed, probably. Probably because of the extra speed. I still want to do that funky turn just quicker, because that's like, to me it just feels so clunky. Oh, we got the racing music though. That was made for racing and only racing. Oh, I did. I think I made the music slightly louder at some point, just because it was like, I really haven't been noticing it. Oh, didn't even bump the tunnel this time. Hell yeah. Oh, we're gonna. Oh, we're not gonna hit it. I thought I was gonna hit the back of the ring, because I usually do that. Into the box! I hit that. I don't. Was the alarm is probably going off. Yeah. I don't know what my favorite song you made right now is. There's still like a few of the old ones for how they sound, but not necessarily the sound quality. It's weird. I mean, usually I only know how much I like a song after I've had, like, a really, really long time to listen to it, like, at least a few years. Because my taste will change, like, all the time, and then, but there's a few songs that I'll be listening to reliably years and years after I first, like, hear them. I don't even know how I hit that time. I thought it had a pretty good margin of error for that curve, but apparently not. I thought it was pretty decent. Alright. I'm probably not going to spend too much more long racing, and then, like I said, I'm ending the stream just because, like, I'm not doing as big fun as I want. See, that time, I did it so tight. It's like, it is so easy to wildly vary the execution for different parts. Oh, no, I didn't recover it. Alright. Yeah, blindfolded. Well, yeah, well, that's what happens. But the main issue I have is I could sometimes do a turn so wide that I hit the outside. And then on the very next turn, I'll do it so tight that I have a risk of hitting the inside of the turn. When the last time I did it, I hit the outside of the turn. I just don't understand how it varies this much. It's like, what is going on? It's definitely a me issue. See, that time was average. That was like an average tightness on that curve. Little boop. Little boop's fine. I think that actually sped me up. So that means I'm gonna brake sooner than I normally would. Oh, that ended up favorably. That was a smooth hair. That was the smoothest hairpin. But probably not the fastest, but it was really smooth. Yeah, this part, I want to do that part faster. I'm just not sure how to accomplish doing it faster. I might. Because yeah, Scrams has the fastest time. So if he has the voodoo, I might just watch to see if he just happens to do that one part really fast. Because then I could just possibly copy it, or at least just know that there's a faster way. Because I know the other, Sork, when he did his lap a few months ago, I know there was a lot of parts where he's a lot better at executing the lap than I am. So I could have, like, learned from that. I just chose not to do that because it was boring, you know. I find it very boring to, like, actually know what the hell it is I'm doing. I just like doing random crap. Oh, I missed the last ring. I could have had a good time. But no, I had to miss the last ring. Oh well. I'll do another attempt, because I didn't hit any. Yeah, I'm on full health, so we can go into the next lap. And then immediately screw up the execution really, 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 really bad. And then somehow have that not matter. That's nice. Yeah, 212. So that would have broken my record probably. I don't think it would have broken 207, but it would have broken my record for sure. Oh, there's the other part of the race that I really want to do better on. Oh, no booping this time. Just clean, clean. Squeaky clean lap. Ah, that asteroid got in the way. We didn't get enough acceleration, you know. Squeaky clean. Alright. We kept that speed up pretty good that time. Oh, actually, the main benefit that helps me on the racing, it's the color change. It's the bright orange contrasting with the bright blue means that even when I can't see a damn thing because of the G-forces, I can still see really well the general look of the course because I just have to look for orange. And then we're good. And then I hit the outside of the curve somehow. Alright. But now I'm ready to hit the inside of the curve this time. It's gonna be great. But that was the main thing that helped me out. Oh, that was power burning really early on for some reason. That's like the main thing I forget about. Which is like being more calm with just the power burning. Like in the earlier parts of the race. Almost hit the inside. I almost hit the inside of the curve like I said I would. Almost. I didn't do it though, which is, I think, a good thing. Oh, a little boop, but that probably sped me up, so it's fine. So he did a better job of canceling the momentum out. Just in a more predictable vector where you don't drift left and right as much. Oh, no, I didn't vector that properly. I could see that coming from a mile away, that mistake. Alright. It's like I didn't go up anywhere near enough, so I immediately went to up strafe. And forward at the same time, because you have to go forward at the same time to like preserve the momentum better or something like that. I forgot the reason. Oh yeah, we lost our speed here. We'll get it back. I'm not too freaking worried about it. We lost our early speed, but we'll just gain it back on this curve probably, because suddenly this curve will be 5 times easier to execute. So easier that I run out of energy on the power burning. Because I could just let it burn, man. Oh, I'm at a weird angle. I end up rotating a weird way where I'm not as used to it. So I like to be rotated the same way because it helps with my perception of reality more to be rotated the same point throughout all of it. That's a big help. So if I end up being upside down, that's usually not very good because then I'll get confused. And I don't have time to be confused. I just need to either know what I'm doing or we're dead. Oh, the smallest scrape. See, that small scrape before would have killed you instantly because of the shape of the freaking track. Yep, this is good. That's not the fastest hairpin, but it's more predictable where I'm not as likely to die from it. See, there we go. See, that's doing that more correct. See, oh, Oh, recovered. That was a recover. That could have been a crash right there. That usually would end up in me crashing or just doing it really, really slow, but that recovered the... It made it a decent execution instead of a god-awful one. The ship does not have enough heating capacity. Alright. Aw, darn it. It bounced me into it. Alright. The sidewall. That was fine, but it bounced me into the asteroid in front. But that's like... But that tunnel, that's the part where I want to do the churn on it faster, so I probably am gonna die on that more just in general, trying to figure out how to preserve more momentum. Because I want to preserve momentum for that section, because usually, anytime I ever try to do that, I die. So, but I would love to preserve, like, more momentum through that, because that will, like, shave off, like, a second or two. Just because I'll be able to go through the next part a lot faster. So at least above 800 meters instead of around 700, because 700 is, like, normal speed, but anything above 700 is, like, oh, that's, like, speed you earn through preserving momentum. Oh, no bumps this time. No bumps. Problems. Bad momentum canceling, so that just ended up making it a lot slower than it normally would be. I didn't know crashing it, it just ended up going a lot slower than it wanted to be. Oh my god, I hate the red out. Like, you can't see anything when it reds out. It's like, I prefer it to only ever black out. Please only black out. Like, red out, it's like literal red out. Like, it's literally just red. Like, see this part. This is the part where it's like I desperately want to do the curve, but you always end up hitting the back of it anytime you want to do any level of momentum preservation. So I want to look at this like more carefully, because like, so if I'm here, you're coming in through here. So I want to do that, but the problem is it's this fucking whack-ass shape for this, where you got this thing. So what happens through here is when you want to do the blind churn where you're going this way, you end up hitting this weird shape here, and this weird shape always causes you to crash horrifically awfully, and you can't preserve. Like, I just don't understand, like, I mean, I know Boxel, it's like, this is probably the worst corner in the whole course right now for just, you have to, like, get rid of all the speed you built up every single time, or you just die. So maybe, I wonder if, like, doing it more six-offy is the answer. Maybe that might cause you, so, like, holding boost and then just doing left strafe. I'm just not going fast enough, and that even G-locked me. That was a really fast G-lock. That's how powerful boosting freaking is right now. Alright. I want to probably only do... I think this will probably be the last one I do, unless something interesting happens. I'm done.
What I'll do.
Yeah, it is the last one I'll do, probably.
Are you still streaming?
Yes.
Wow. So toxic.
And all you did was get a phone working.
Yes. A whole fucking afternoon to make that thing work.
I know. Sounds like a personal problem.
Technological advancement, boys. It takes you a whole afternoon to
we lost it. We don't have energy. I went through the ring somehow, even though I didn't go through it, but yeah. Alright, I'm done with the racing today. It's driving me nuts.
I'm done with you today, boy.
I'll probably have to practice that one specific turn to see if I can get a speed going through it, because that's what I would like to.
Oh, really? No.
Oh, see, the bot comes out. The moment I want to go offline, the bot shows up.
The bout.
There we go. I'm banning that before we end the stream. All right. Thank you for watching.